Hey everybody, Jackson here. We're in the middle of our Pinot Noir block. It is the beginning of July and we are hedging right now. We are giving all these vines a haircut to stop the vegetative growth and influence more growth in the clusters. Last time you saw us, it was during flowering or the end of flowering. And right now we have bunch closing, the berries are getting larger, and it'll follow us down the road to ripening at the end of August. Hedging is very important to us, especially on the East Coast where there's more vigorous sites, there's a lot more water, so the plants will uptake a lot more nutrients and then grow a whole lot more. So our hedger comes through, stops the vegetative growth in that area where it cuts, and basically stops the vine from growing in the vertical direction and more towards the lateral direction. So we typically start to hedge at the end of June, and sometimes we'll hedge each block 2 to 3 times depending on the year. If it's a super wet year and the vines are super vigorous, we could be out here 3 times or more. So the less we hedge, it's usually a drier season and an easier manageable season for us. You can hedge a vine with your pruning shears, you can hedge a vine with a gas-powered mechanical hedger. We have a John Deere tractor which we attach our Vinyari hedger to, and that basically does a whole half row in the tractor all the way up. It's definitely a faster way of hedging than doing it by yourself or as a single person. So being more mechanical in the vineyard is less labor hours and better for the workers. Hedging has definitely a direct influence to grape ripening. So once you make it pass for the hedge, the vines will react to it and start to influence more fruit growth as opposed to the vegetative growth. Weather's a very important part to our decision when we start hedging. If it's a super wet year, then the vines will definitely be growing a lot more. They'll be uptaking a lot more nutrients and the shoots will start to grow taller and taller. So when that happens, you know you gotta get the hedger out quickly to try and mitigate the growth as soon as possible. Different varietals, just like everything else we have in the vineyard, are going to ripen and be in different stages of growth at different times. So the timing of hedging usually depends on how quickly the vines are growing or what kind of vigor the vines are going through. So we'll just hedge when we see that the vine is getting past our top wire of our trellis and take it from there. So hedging is a form of canopy management. We're managing the canopy, making sure it's nice and trim and clean. If you have too much overhang and you don't hedge quickly enough, then that could get in the way of your sprayer. You won't be able to reach the clusters with the different modes of action that you're trying to spray with. So hedging is very, very important. To the left, we have a completely fresh hedged row. As you can see, the tops of the shoot are cut off. This vine needs to be straightened up a little bit, but it's going to be much easier because we have a bunch of these shoots already cut. And over here to the right, we have a row that's going to be hedged, and you can see the shoots are overhanging. They're blocking the fruit. You don't want that. You want the fruit to get as much sunlight as possible. So this row is going to be hedged, and it's going to look nice and fresh and clean.